her jubilant giggle, her sparkly green eyes. Landon, Angie, my wife. See, before I met Angie, I saw the name Angie on a piece of paper and I'd say, Angie, what is that? And it doesn't mean anything. Now when I say it explodes with life, Angie, everything about her, I can feel her hair in my hands. I can look into her eyes, and she may not even be there, but I say, Angie, and she becomes there because she comes out from within me because I have relationship with her. Jesus. The sound of his voice, his temperament, his gentleness, his patience, the touch of his hand. But if you don't know him, we basically take his name and we reduce it to a pair of bat wings and a witch's brew. A clove of garlic around our neck to ward off the demons and vampires. And it becomes a spiritual bobby pin to pick a lock in a spiritual realm. In the name of Jesus, you open this door. I kick this door. Go down, stronghold. And it was supposed to be relationship. But it's just a name, it's a tool, it's a rifle. We take things like faith. For some people, faith is the most precious, beautiful, wonderful thing in the world. A girl in our group, she called me up. Her dad had 4 quadruple bypasses in a row. He died on the operating table like 7 times. He was hanging by a thread, and her faith was as thin as a spider's web. I mean, she called me crying a couple days later, and she said, they said he has brain damage. They said he'll never wake up. He's never going to walk me down the aisle. And I said, have faith. And it was all she had. It was the most precious thing. And he woke up the next morning and said, I'm hungry. Get me a hamburger. And to her, faith was everything. It was everything. And other people, we take faith and it's like we make it our whore. Serve me. Give me what I want. I need this, so I'm going to believe for it. It has nothing to do with relationship. It's just putting a coin in the vending machine and getting what we want. We come from an impersonal generation. We're taught to think that way. Most of our friendships are totally impersonal, you know? Hey, dude, don't take it personally. Yeah. I know that's the problem. Many parents don't know or haven't even considered that their child is a person. It's interesting. One of the most brilliant things I ever heard Dr. Phil say. I love Dr. Phil. This lady's on there. She's got a 4-year-old daughter. She said, I get up in the morning, I lay out her clothes, and she comes out. She's wearing these clothes, and she has this hideous red hat on. And we fight, and we scream, and she's just going, and then, they're showing clips of it. The girl's holding the hat on. I want to wear it. And Mom's like, you will not wear it, And I mean, Dr. Phil, can you please help me? And then they come back to Dr. Phil, and this is all he says. No conversation, no nothing. He says, have you ever considered that she likes the color red? And you saw the mother's eyes just click on. My daughter's a person. And that's what I want to happen in your lives. God's a person. I can't compare myself with everybody else. What he has with me is personal. It's personal. Between me and him. He listens to me, I listen to him. What we have is personal. I want you to understand, when you pray, you are talking to a person. You're not talking to some fire up in the sky. In fact, he's not even in the upper right-hand corner of your bedroom. See, I caught you. I know where you think he is when you're alone praying. It's like when we worship. God's inside you. That's the funny thing. He's inside you going, what are we looking at? It's all right to do that, so I don't put a head trip on you, worship fanatics. You want to look off in the distance, you go right ahead. He's not offended by that, okay? You want relationship? Step number one, you got to realize He lives inside you. I need more of you. God's like, do you think I got my foot inside you and I'm following you around? What do you mean you need more of me? This is God. I mean, you can have His pinky in there. It says He drove out demons with the finger of God. You don't need more. If you got any of Him, you got all of Him. But I felt His Spirit leave. No, you didn't. Where are you getting this? It left Samson. It was on Samson. It's in you. Do you hear the difference?